So I'm not familiar with this cinematic universe. So I decided to look up a couple of this dude's clips, and it's just him ragging on single moms all day long and how they're not wifey material.
So if you are a single mother, single mothers normally don't have good character, generally speaking, because they chose the wrong man, meaning that they normally broke up their relationship. Single moms show the worst characteristic traits, to be honest.
No, what time to be alive? Yeah, all these red pillars, they're all just crumbling apart. Fresh and Fit, they're not even demonetized anymore. Then we got Mr. No Fugazi. I mean, I don't know his actual name, so I'm just going to refer to him as Mr. No Fugazi. So yeah, he was on a podcast and he was literally asked, what's a high value man? And this was his answer.
Modern day women just don't qualify for the top tier men, and that is the truth.
Do you believe you're a top tier man? By what standard?
I'm 6'4", only about what? 8% of the entire world is 6'4". I make well over 100K a year, and I'm black at that if you add that on. So just if we're speaking about those figures, the things that women are attracted to, no, I'm not going to toot my own horn, but I'll let you do the math.
So the host being the host, he asked the girl, like, what do you think a high value man is? And she also just gave her own rebuttal. I don't know.
Hold on, before we go, what's your math saying?
The conversation and the words that are coming out of the mouth of someone like you, I would never consider top tier. A top tier man is also a man that is extremely desirable by way of his character. A top tier man is a man who displays a certain level of intellect that allows him to consider other people. A top tier man, they lead with love, not with dictatorship, right? They don't want to control their woman. They want to gently lead their woman. A top tier man creates space for a woman to feel good about herself. A top tier man supports the dreams and the ideas of a woman. A top tier man prioritizes a woman. A top tier man is in leadership and working as hard as he is to give the woman the life of her dream.
And with all that stuff that you just said, that was just womanese talk.
Womanese is also 6'4", black, attractive. I don't know too many women in my circle who desire a 6'4" man still wearing braids.
Once again, just delusional. I don't know why black people love talking about this topic. Please, what black people, why do we like talking about this? We're just making up shit as we go. Why? But yeah, the best part about this, Abba and Preach has something to say about. And we know we love Abba and Preach. Like,
we have to show this and that.
In regards to what they said in the video, and the guy rambling about the 6'4" and 100K stuff. I think there's a true both for men and for women. There's what gets you to the dance, and then there's what makes the dance good, right? So, in a similar token, like there's what makes you attractive to people in a dating context, but there's what keeps a relationship going. And it's interesting that when he defined something that's top tier in regards to a man, everything was external and physical, right? It was his height, it was the amount of money he made. But I think anybody's been in a relationship knows just because you have money and you have height, you're not going to maintain that relationship. There are skills you need. There are a lot of different aspects of a relationship in terms of compatibility and compromise you need. And it's just interesting to me that when a lot of these guys from these kinds of spaces talk about what is seen as endearing or really good for a man to have, none of it ever involves relationship-related skills. If he was just to say, listen, when it comes to being able to run through a bunch of women and smash them, yeah, you know, I'm tall, I make money, okay, cool. But I think what she was relating to was more so the relationship aspect and things that actually keep you endearing within a long-term relationship. I think they both have a piece of the answer. I just think, as a man, if you were to ask me what would be considered a top-tier man or a man of high quality, I don't think I would just say his money and his height. I think just even amongst men, if we were to define ourselves, is that really what you want to be defined as? And you might say, well, but that's what women are attracted to on the outset. The same way you as a person is going to be attracted to a woman's physicalness, right? But what else do you need? You need her, if I'm a red pill guy, okay, I'm not, but let's say I was. You need her to be submissive. You need to be agreeable, right? You need her to be diplomatic. So you're not relating to things that are physical, but you're not going to know that stuff unless you date her, right?
So yeah, Mr. Fugazi, yeah. I mean, he's mostly known for dunking on single women, single moms. Don't date a single mom. That's all he always talks about in his own podcast.
I'm not familiar with this cinematic universe. So I decided to look up a couple of this dude's clips, and it's just him ragging on single moms all day long and how they're not wifey material.
So if you are a single mother, single mothers normally don't have good character, generally speaking, because they chose the wrong man, meaning that they normally broke up their relationship. Single moms show the worst characteristic traits, to be honest. No, what single mothers show is that you're selfish because you prioritize yourself over the kid. If you prioritize the kid, you would have worked through thick and thin to keep that relationship with the.
As a single single mom. You don't know what I had gone through. And sometimes we don't even choose to be a single mom. It's like,
well, let's pick one point by point. You do choose to be a single mom.
How?
A man can't have sex with you unless you grant access to sex. And not only that, how many times has a man broken up with you?
No. None.
None.
Zero.
So no men broke up with you.
Right.
How many men have you broken up with?
A little bit, a lot, what?
How many men have you broken up with?
It has been a mutual
Listen. How many men have you broken up with?
It shit didn't work out.
No, that's not the question. How many men have you broken up with?
4.
You proving my point right there.
No, I didn't.
You choose the man to have sex with, and then you break up with them. This is why you're a single mom, because you are the problem, and you broke up with these Name, age, and where you from?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I'm Shelly. A lady never tells her age, but I will say I'm 39, but I don't look your typical 39, so I'm proud of that.
Shelly.
Yes.
You look 39. It's okay, though.
But then, you know, all the investigators came out and they got receipts. Mr. No Fugazee is actually fully Fugazee.
Fellas, this is why I tell y'all got to be careful about where y'all get y'all relationship/life advice from these guys on this fucking internet, on these podcasts and shit. Because yesterday I made a video about that Fugazee Cooley dude or whatever, talking about being a top tier man. I always kind of knew dude was a little buddy. But yeah, so here's the clip, and then I'll show you why.
Don't qualify for the top tier men, and that is the truth.
You believe you're a top tier man? By what standard?
I'm 6'4", only about what? 8% of the entire world is 6'4". I make well over 100K a year, and I'm black at that if you add that on.
That's why he said that. That's why he talked the way he talked. That's why he thinks he's a top tier man, because he's 6'4" and black. This is why. He's the trinket. He's the fetish. But this is the dude that y'all follow, fellas. This is the rhetoric that y'all subscribe to from hypocrites. A black man playing stepdaddy to some white kids with a single mother who was a BBL Becky. Mind you, getting her knocked up because she's currently pregnant, not even married to her. They've been together since 2017 and has yet to put a ring on her finger.
When you've been dating and think everything is a proposal.
And darling, this is more than anything.
So Christmas is around the corner, and since we got a little mixed baby here, we're gonna see which Santa he chooses. We got a black Santa,
And I have the white ones.
and let's see which one he chooses. Same time, don't cheat.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Which one are you gonna pick?
Like, all the boxes were checked. Cringy interracial couple content. She's begging to be proposed to. She's a single mother. All of these things that he tells you in clips like this.
As a single mother, do you believe you deserve a man in the top percentile?
I'm able to do everything else, whether or not I have a baby or not. I still can be a great wife.
Yeah, listen, single moms, recreational use only.
Do you mean like
Time out. Let's reverse it real quick. What?
Looks like you're doing more than recreational use with her, buddy. Or maybe you're not, because you still ain't married her, but you're giving her those mixed kids that she enjoys to make content with, though, right? So like most of these podcasts, I keep telling y'all, a lot of these podcast guys that are the loudest about women are out here living double lives and making bank off of y'all. They're doing the same thing that these podcasts and pink pill women do to other women. They're doing to y'all. And I say this all the fucking time. These podcast guys are never married. They're never in successful relationships. And they're usually buddy boys. But these are the guys y'all subscribe to. These are the guys that y'all are in my comments arguing with me about, defending and telling me that I'm simping for women. But instead of listening to fellas like myself who are actually married in real life and trying to tell y'all how to find them, y'all would rather listen to guys like him, because it reassures the echo chamber that you want to be in. Y'all'd rather sit and point and blame women all fucking day for why you can't find a wife. But everybody's an alpha man, a good man, and a top tier man though. Yet can't none of y'all get together and find no fucking woman. But when married men like myself get to talking about what y'all need to do, you tell me to shut the fuck up because, well, you married, bro. Why you worried about another man? So y'all don't want to hear what I got to say.
Yeah, it's super hypocritical. But yeah, if you're enjoying the content so far, please leave a sub, leave a like, leave a comment below. So yeah, after that, he actually tried clapping back Urban Preach, but not directly, but still tried clapping back at everyone who was sort of like, you know, he's not Mr. Fugazee anymore. A Fugazee, a little man. Yeah.
Going after everybody who came from him, and he's like, you guys are low IQ, you don't know what you're talking about.
Choice since in $2. So why haven't you married her yet? 2016 is 2024. Low IQ people. This is your last chance. After this, there's no turning back. You take the blue pill. The story ends.
Oh, the Matrix.
You have to understand, this is your last chance.
All right, let's begin today. Tell me about this blue pill, red pill shit.
You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and you believe whatever you want.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
No.
This man. Hey.
It's the Morpheus thing.
You were just laughing because you plugged in. Let's listen, bros.
You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland. And I'll show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. It's been a lot of noise in these streets, and we're going to explain and expose all the misinformation and propaganda that these reaction channels is doing about Cooley and No Fugazi. One of my tenets are manipulation happens when you focus on the effects instead of going to the root, the cause of things. And many viewers out there have been manipulated by watching these reaction channels from these big platforms. And that was the edited version of the clip. So here's the full version of the clip.
That is the truth.
Okay, so since
I
we're
don't care
speaking
about going broke or none of that.
So since
You
we're
believe
speaking about
you're a top tier man? By what standard?
By what standard?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I'm
when I'm in
interested
a
to know.
relationship, I'm not speaking about myself. But
When I'm in a relationship, I'm not speaking about myself.
As you can see in that clip, I never said I was a top tier man.
So when you say I'm gonna let you do the math. What are you? Okay, so you're saying I'm not talking about me. I'm not talking about me. Okay,
I'm not saying
but I'm 6'4".
I'm not saying
I make this. Yeah. Just stop. I was just talking in tears.
Nah, listen here. I'm not saying I'm a top tier YouTuber, but the metrics of a top tier YouTuber are wears a purple jacket, works in a duo, is black, wearing shades. Now I'm not saying it's me, but I'll let you do the math. You know what I'm saying? No, I never said I was a top tier YouTuber. You know, I never said it. But you know. You've never claimed to be a top tier man. You never claimed to be top dog, right?
I don't have that mindset that think that, oh, I'm this guy right now. I'll put it like this. Right now where I'm at in myself in my life, I know that if I wanted to be out in these streets and be promiscuous, I'll be doing damage to a lot of women. It's gonna be very hard to measure up to a nigga like me. Maybe some years ago, I didn't really have the confidence, but now it's like, it's gonna be extremely hard for a woman to find a man that's better than me. And guess what? I know this, cause she ain't gonna never find another nigga that's better. It's gonna be extremely hard. Next guy she find better is gonna be Jesus. About myself, bro, I'm not the type of guy that, you know, big and boast about himself.
Bro, you know what you're doing right now? You're doing, like, in your video, you're doing negative gatekeeping.
He's doing Fugazi.
Yes, that's what you're doing. That is.
Yeah, I just think like all this red pill content creators, all these podcasts and stuff, they were just riding the wave that Kevin Samuel started. They don't know why they're doing it. They're just doing it because they're getting some views. They're getting people coming on their podcast, and eventually they start going down. I don't know how long it's gonna last. But black people, we like talking about this stuff too much. We're giving it too much power. We need to go back to just focusing on families and the grind and business, man. Like this is ridiculous. But yeah, if you like the video, please leave a like, leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Till next time, peace.